Hi, I'm John Fraser with the Polaris Travel Experts YouTube channel, and welcome to this edition of 5-Minute Review, where we're going to be showing you around the beautiful island of Santorini. Come join us.
Well, you've seen it in postcards and so many pictures online, it almost seems cliche to do a video about, but here we are. Santorini is every bit what it is billed to be, absolutely gorgeous. We are going to focus on the excursion we did while we were here to give you an idea of what you could do on a short visit to the island. There are two main towns situated on top of cliffs that give you the scenic views of white buildings perched high above a beautiful sea. The first we visited is Oia. Most of the cruise ships dock near Fira, so you will need to take either a ferry or a bus to get here. The two cities are similar in that they have a lot of shops, narrow streets with narrow alleyways and steps, and of course the iconic white buildings built into the side of the cliffs overlooking the Aegean Sea. Our second stop was Parisa Beach. It's an 11-mile black sand beach filled with bars and nightlife. Let's start with Oia. This was our first stop. It was interesting because our cruise tender dropped us off at the bottom of the cliffs and we took a bus from there to the city. First thing we noticed is this is not an ideal place if you have accessibility challenges. The streets are very narrow, so don't expect an Uber or a taxi to help you out. They're also very crowded and can be steep with stairs in some places. Definitely get your cardio in before you go. That's really the only negative. We started at the Church of Panagia Akatistos hymn. Yeah, pretty sure I butchered that. Apologies to the parish. We started walking to the left on the main walkway as you're facing the ocean. It was nice and less crowded. There were multiple shops along the way and great vistas. In hindsight, I wish we'd have gone to the right first. While it was much more crowded and the sidewalk more narrow, there was way more to see that way. Many more shops, bars, restaurants, alleyways begging to be explored, but we didn't have enough time. There was even a great lookout point. After Oia, we went to Piressa Beach. The first thing you need to know is that you're gonna need sandals. We were there in early June and the black sand is crazy hot. I've never walked on hot coals and have no empirical data to prove this, but I'm betting the temperature is not far off, so I'm crossing that off my bucket list. Okay, back to the beach. Our excursion included lunch and a drink or two. We required more than one drink. You may too, so make sure to bring some money. We spent a lot of time under the umbrella there, or at least I did, for fear of bursting into flames. John, why didn't you just jump into the ocean and cool off, you ask? Well, apparently all the ice that was not lasting in my drink for more than 30 seconds went into the water. It's freezing. At some point, I'd like a scientist to explain how that happens. We did go in, but it took a bit of time to adjust to the drastic difference in temperatures. Kidding and complaining aside, we actually really enjoyed this beach. It seems like a great place to come and stay for a while. The beach is 11 miles and is filled with bars and nightclubs, and from what we were told, it is definitely the place to be if you're into that scene. The last stop on our tour was Fira. This is closest to where our cruise ship anchored. If you did not have a tour, the tender would bring you here and you would either take the stairs, no sane person's first choice, or the gondola up to town. The line for this coming back to the ship could be blocks long, so plan your time accordingly or you'll be taking the stairs down. I believe you can also take donkeys up or down, which may be worth it for the adventure. Both the donkeys and the gondola charge a fee. Right, donkeys. As you're walking through the streets checking out the shops, beware of this cultural threat to life. They come through fast and from what we saw don't necessarily have good brakes. There are a lot of photo ops here and you could easily spend your day wandering through the shops and bars here. I really want to do more of that the next time I go back. I can't really emphasize planning your trip around your physical fitness level enough. There are a lot of hills, the weather can be very hot, and the transportation options are very limited. It nearly broke my dear mother, who is in her 80s, but is more active than most people half her age. After being dropped off at the bottom of the hill at Fira and making our way to the top where the city was, she lovingly told me she was never going on vacation with me again. As you might imagine, my list of places I love is very long. This is very high on the places I really want to go back and spend more time in. It is so beautiful, and we were surprised at how much there is to do there. While I loved how much of the island we covered, if it is your first time there, I think I would recommend spending more time in either Oia or Fira. Whatever you choose to do though, you're going to love it.
Thanks for checking out this episode of 5 Minute Review. If we've inspired you to travel and you're not already working with a travel professional, consider giving our team of experienced consultants an opportunity to help you plan your next great adventure. If you enjoy our videos, give us a like below and make sure to subscribe so you can keep up with our latest content. Until we see you again, travel and be well.